Hey you guys, it's Becca from Beck About It. And today I want to Beck about integration, lower versus upper leaning chakra energetic systems. Okay. So, what I've realized while doing the work that I do here in the collective, that there are different unique makeups of souls here with all different combinations of energetics and soul overlays. And these blend and counteract and interact differently in a myriad of ways. Okay, so there are many teachers out there teaching all sorts of wonderful tools and techniques to raise your vibration or ground your energy down. And we are also unique and different that we're going to respond to different ones differently. Not all of them will work for all of us or at specific times, depending on what we're working on. So for example, one starseed, oh, I hate that term, but I'll use it, might be an interdimensional identified soul. They may have come from a higher dimensional experience. And for that reason, they may rely heavily on their upper chakras to generate the energy they need to create with. So what I mean by this is that they have developed human skill sets that allow them to show up in the world with an emphasis on their voice, their intuition, and their cosmic connection. So this often looks like spiritual teachers and healers that have a difficult time connecting to their bodies and living a fully expressed life in 3D. So they may have a difficult time feeling safe in the world or making money or connecting sexually. They may think that sex is dirty or wrong or bad or something because they have not healed those lower chakras. Then there are those starseeds who have come here with the express purpose of shifting the negative karma of things like war and starvation and physical torture. And so these souls tend to be heavily identified with their human skin suit, and they can often handle high amounts of pain or illness or addiction. Those are the human skill sets they have, which allow them to transmute large amounts of lower chakra energy. So in each of these specific scenarios, the energetics are running differently in terms of upper and lower chakras. So if we think about how all of these different systems interface together, think about in 3D, your heart is the pump. Our heart is the pump of our blood, our life force. And that sends that energy throughout our entire body, because think about your heart. Your heart is the vibrational frequency of that which you care about, the things that you feel. It's the center of your emotion, and that life force, that blood, is pumped through, picks up the vibration in that heart and sends it throughout your entire body. So in terms of energetics, it is the filter or lens through which your life force energy is filtered and sifted. So if we are a muffin top, as one of my old mentors described, those of us living in our upper chakras, shout out Renee. So if we're a muffin top and we live in our upper chakras, then we filter our life experience through a more mystical and connected lens. We're always trying to draw the magic out of every situation, right? However, if we live in our lower chakras, then we will see it in terms of survival or how it may affect our physical conditions and our physical senses. So when we think about learning lessons, going through life, experiencing things as we do down here, it depends on how these lenses are filtering our experience, how we're integrating them. So in terms of integration, we will need to address the opposite chakras to anchor in the foundational wisdom that a soul is experiencing. So for example, a lower chakra leaning energetic system goes out, learns something experiential, and wants to integrate it completely into their body. They may need to have a mystical transformative experience. Like, let's say they learned that they no longer want to have ties with the military influence in their lives because they now see what type of energy that military influence brings into, in terms of their frequency into their life. So we'll want to have like a mystical transformative experience, like a soul contract revocation ceremony. Maybe reclaiming their astral body to cut ties with that experience, right? Okay, so like a upper chakra energetic ceremony to anchor in that lower chakra healing foundational wisdom that they've experienced. And then in terms of an upper chakra leaning energetic system, they will need to have, let's say, like a quantum touch therapy session, for example, that releases trapped memories and trauma from the tissues and fascia of the body, because they're already having that mystical experience. They already know that this big, massive download that released them from some childhood wounding has happened. So they need to work it into their bodies. Trauma release from the tissues and fascia of the body, for example. So that type of session, let's talk about that, would only work for a lower chakra leaning energetic being if they could identify the trauma of war or the physical pain that they experienced in terms of soul trauma and soul damage. If not, for them, it would be just another massage, right? Just as like a cord cutting ceremony to an upper chakra leaning energetic being would only be a truly transformative experience if something mystical or magical happened in their physical body or that affected the material world around them in the room. So hopefully that makes sense. I don't know all the answers. I'm just saying from the experience that I have in reading as many people as I have and helping them integrate their experiences from, let's say, a past life reading or a spirit guide reading or a soul blueprint reading. In terms of the way that their energetics are flowing within their bodies, that's how I help them integrate things. Now, our energetic bodies, our light bodies, those have their own energetic systems and circulatory systems, but they're not boilerplate like our human physical bodies are. So everybody's circulatory system pretty much functions the same unless they have some type of, something wrong with them. It is not so for our energy bodies and our chakra systems. So in terms of actually integrating the information or wisdom that we have learned, which is necessary, okay, it changes from that mental higher level dimensional knowledge to like an experiential integrative knowledge. Like we have to take that leap and integrate it into our life experience, or we've only partially learned the value of that lesson. So integration is a huge key piece, and hopefully that helps you, gives you a little bit more information about how you may want to approach integrating some of these experiences that you're currently having. I don't know. That's how I back about integration. Don't just talk about it, be about it. Also, remember that my course, Journey Through Ascension, is releasing on January 11th. I'm opening up 10 spots, so let me know if you want in. And if you want details, just message me. You can join my Facebook group at Be About It or Crystals and All Things Metaphysical. And I am also on, obviously, YouTube at Be About It. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I do love hearing from you guys, and I try to respond to all of the messages that I do receive. So I appreciate you very much for being here, and I hope you have a great day.